All right, gang, let's do it. This is the final day of racing from the USA SUP National Championships in Hilton Head, South Carolina, the Olowakai Low Country Boil put on by the great John Batson. And here we go. Ladies Open Final launching out. Notice that Maddie Miller is closest to us. She's got the inside line. That's Seychelles just to the left of the screen. Those two go screaming out in front of the rest of the field. We'll pick up the drone footage a little bit further up. You can see the conditions are okay. Maddie's got inside position. Seychelles gets up the course faster, but Maddie does a real slow, calm, not even a crossbow, just throws the brakes on. Seychelles can't do much but swing around her with a nice turn, but Maddie continues to stay inside of Seychelles here, keeping her board overlapping. You can see the field trailing here. Those two out in front. Seychelles putting really good pressure on everyone. Can't catch that little bump. Lets Maddie stay in contact. And here they come. You can see tricky conditions here. Both these ladies know how to surf, and it wasn't easy. Something happens at the buoy. Seychelles gets caught up on the buoy. Everyone gets hung up. You can see a bunching going on, boards on top of boards. Seychelles gets herself clear. Everyone frees up. Seems like no foul, no harm here. The field just is bunched up now, but Seychelles remains out in front. There's Maddie to her left, paddling around, and disaster strikes for Seychelles. These little rollers come through. Some of the ladies deal with it pretty well. Maddie just rolls right over it and keeps going. Seychelles is now back with the pack and has to get back up. You can see she's in fifth position. Keep that in mind. Maddie comes around. She's in front now, controlling the turns. She's a real good technical racer, can do these step-back turns, but I think realizes, hey, listen, I just won the sprints 2 days ago. I'm the fastest lady out here. I've got really good ocean skills. I'm not going to throw it away in a turn. I'm going to win this in the straights. And here you go. You can see Kim Barnes catches a nice little runner. And this is close. This is really close. Maddie LeBlanc there, little bobble. She's on the left, and you can see they're trying to scratch onto these bumps. And look at that. Maddie Miller gets on that bump and gives herself some breathing room. There you go. She gaps the field by 1 to 2 board lengths. That's Maddie Miller in second place right there. Sorry, Maddie LeBlanc in second place there. Here comes Maddie Miller running around. God, this is exhausting. You can see uneven terrain underneath. Pulling her board out, but look what that little runner did. It gapped the field, and now she is completely controlled. She's the fastest lady in a straight line out there, as evidenced 2 days ago. And you can see it's really bunched up. And here comes Seychelles. There's April Zilg. And we got Stephanie Scheidler coming in. So the group is together, but Maddie Miller's out front. And at this point, if you're watching from the beach, you go, she's got to be number one with the bullet. Here she goes, comes around the turn, no pressure, forward, and she is in control. Love those pelicans in the background. What a cool shot. What great footage from the crew this entire race. All these are worth watching in their entirety, by the way. If you haven't watched the entirety of these tech races, go do it. And thanks to USA SUP National for putting on this great event. The board there did a great job, and you as members help support that. Well, here you go. Now you can see Kim Barnes scratching into second place here. It's about 2 board lengths. Kim working really hard. I don't think she's catching Maddie. Well, I know what happened, so I know she's not catching Maddie. But you can see really great work here. And it just and now you see Seychelles popping in. So really close race for second. And keep your eyes on this. There's going to be one more turn. They're heading across a straightaway. It's this turn, and then home free. Maddie handles it easily, and she's headed in. No one's going to catch her here. She's got great surf skills. If you haven't heard the name Maddie Miller before, you will in the future. She's back into racing. She was a phenomenal youth athlete, was kicking butt with a bunch of adults. And now she is an adult herself and kicking butt of a bunch of adults. Kim Barnes, great showing. Kim Barnes known more for her distance prowess, but look at that. Great skill in the waves. And here comes Seychelles. Excellent job to scratch back after that catastrophic fall. And she gets back into third place. Maddie Miller, there she goes. Stepping back, shallow water, jumps off, victorious. This win means that she is the overall USA SUP national champion for Women's Open. Amazing. You can see the crew celebrating there. Kim Barnes, unexpected second place finish. Well, maybe not unexpected, but with Seychelles and April and the others out there, great competition. Great job to all those ladies. The Men's Open now. Man, tough field. Look at that. Disaster right off the front. You can see Carter Campbell goes in on his entry. Great recovery, comes back. But now he's out there vying again with these two who we've been watching all weekend. Erie Tenario, Jake Portwood, and I've said it before in these recaps, Erie's the prohibitive favorite, but Jake's role is to see if he can upset him, but certainly to stay with him and to stay out of the fray. Unbelievable job by Carter Campbell. to get back on his board. And you can see another competitor takes the fall back there. It looks flat. This water's way trickier than it looks to the naked eye on TV. Cool split screen here. You can see the field going around and 1, 2, 3 on your left. So the drone footage shows us how quickly this field gets spread out. These are talented paddlers, by the way. The form that Erie Tenorio is in right now just makes a lot of these really strong paddlers look like something other than that. But he is in great form right now, and you can see in this hammer buoy, in the surf zone, step back turn, easy as you like. Jake sticking with him. And Jake sticking with Erie is really critical. You can see he's in the draft zone, and just behind Jake is Carter Campbell, who's just a little over a board length away and is not getting pulled along in that draft train. If he was just about 4 feet closer, who knows what could have happened, because here comes the turn. Jake makes the turn too, and Carter does a great turn here, but he is just a matter of feet too far back and never quite closes that gap. And now they're headed in to the beach. And I want to point something out. Jake Portwood does something really cool here. Normally you see folks just jump off and grab and run with their boards. There's Bodie. He's about 4 lengths back out of the podium positions and 4th place right here. So, and you can see the swells coming in. There's not much there. There's not much to surf, but there's enough. And you can see they're jumping off really early. Erie's hauling his board, and Jake's just letting it float. And then watch this move. I love that. I mean, he actually closes the gap with Erie. Those guys go around, check the spacing. Carter Campbell, look at that. I mean, it's just, this is exhausting. You know, you're gassed out from racing in on those bumps, and now you got to pick your sopping wet board up and run around here. And you can see there goes Carter Campbell jumping off. It's shallow. There's a little bit of a sandbar. This is super tricky technical racing. Anytime you've got to hit hard land again and go back around, you're going to have to be doing a lot of things that for some of these guys is not something they practice a lot. I can tell you in the Northwest, Bodie's not getting a lot of chances to practice those types of races. But here you go. Erie, Jake, distancing the field once again. It's the story of the weekend. These two just heads and tails above a very strong crew of paddlers. Erie, the only thing that's going to stop him here is a fall at the final buoy. Jake's doing a really good job of keeping the pressure on, but watch this turn. I mean, it's just like he's not even worried about it with those waves coming from his side. Jake actually has to do, we've seen him do this before in the races, a little bit of the hybrid crossbow. It just gives you a sense of Jake, a great athlete, how tricky these conditions are. And then Erie, just to really salt it away, catches a little bump, rolls in, and it is just not close. So there you have it. Erie Tenorio is the winner. Jake Portwood comes in second place in the USA SUP National Championships for the Men's Open Tech Race Finals. What an amazing weekend of racing. I hope you've enjoyed these recaps. Better yet, I hope you were able to watch the live streams, or at least the replay of the live streams on this very same YouTube channel. Great job to all of the competitors in all of the classes. You should go back and watch the day's worth of racing here in the tech races. Really good stuff, fun to watch. And if you aren't a member of USA SUP, please join. It is part of what makes these events possible and really helps build the sport of racing in the United States. Great job to everyone. Thanks, everyone, for watching, and I'm looking forward to covering the next race.